Good morning, boys and girls. We are going to reread A Squiggly Story, authored by Andrew Larson and illustrated by Mike Lowry. Remember that the author is the person who writes the story, and the illustrator is the person who draws the pictures. Before we start rereading, we're going to go over 3 new vocabulary words that we'll find in our pages, and we're also going to revisit the genre and some story elements. Our first vocabulary word is the word idea. Repeat that. Idea. When you have an idea, you have a thought about what to do. I am positive that you guys have lots of wonderful ideas. The second vocabulary word is the word offer. Repeat that. Offer. When you offer something to someone, you let him or her have it. In this picture, the boy is offering cherries. Our third and last vocabulary word is the word stuck. Repeat that. Stuck. When you are stuck, you can't think of what to do next. It looks like in this picture that they are stuck in a maze. We are going to be looking for these words in our pages and discussing what they mean in our text. Okay, let's review what genre that A Squiggly Story is. It is a fiction story, made-up story about characters, places, and events. Okay, if we remember what A Squiggly Story was about, we would say that it is about a boy who is writing a story. Do you remember who the characters in the story are? Remember, characters are the people, animals, or creatures in the story. Go ahead and let the person next to you know who the characters in A Squiggly Story were. You may pause the video and then start it back when you're finished answering. Okay, the characters in the story were the boy's sister, the teacher, and his classmates. Did you remember all the characters? All right, now let's think about the setting. Remember, the setting is where and when a story takes place. Where and when did A Squiggly Story take place? You may pause the video and tell the answer to the person sitting next to you. Okay, so the setting in this story was the boy's house and at his school, and it took place over a couple of days. So today we are going to reread A Squiggly Story again to make sure we understand it. I'll be stopping at different points of the story to ask you questions. I want you to pause the video and tell your family member the answer. My sister loves to read. Big words and little words, page after page, word after word. My sister loves to write. Big words and little words, page after page, word after word. Sometimes I pretend I can write too. Big letters and little letters, swirl after swirl, squiggle after squiggle. So here's our first question. What is the boy writing? Remember, you can pause. What are you doing? I asked one day while we're sitting at the kitchen table. I'm writing a story. I wish I could write a story. You can. It's easy. How? I know my letters, but I don't know many words. Write what you know. Every story starts with a single word, and every word starts with a single letter. Why don't you start there, with a letter? So I get my crayons and pencil and a pad of paper, and I start to write. I start with a single letter. It's an easy letter. I. That's me. That's a good beginning. Now what? What's going to happen? How should I know? It's your story. You're the boss. Who is the first character in the boy's story? How can you tell? Remember, you can pause the video. I what? I'm stuck. What happens in my story? Now, I don't know if you've noticed this, but I highlighted the word stuck because that was one of our vocabulary words. Do you remember what the word stuck means? It means you can't think of what to do next. So he's stuck. He doesn't know what he's going to do in his story next. I draw a circle. It's a soccer ball. Then I write another letter. Soccer. You, I say to my sister. It's you. I'm playing soccer with you. Great. Where are we playing soccer? Maybe we're playing on the beach, I suggest. We've never played soccer on the beach. So I do a bunch of dots for the sand on the beach. Then I make a bunch of V's. Big V's and little V's, wave after wave in the ocean. Now what? What do you mean? You have a beginning. Now we're in the middle of the story. Something else has to happen so we can get to the end. I'm stuck again. I start doodling. I doodle another V, but this time I doodle it upside down. Oh no, it's a shark! It's getting closer and closer. I flip the page to get away from the shark. So what happens in the middle of the boy's story? Why do you think the boy says, I flip the page to get away from the shark? You can pause and tell your answer. The next day I bring my story to school. It's my turn for show and tell. That means I get to sit in Mrs. Singh's chair. Everyone else sits on the carpet ready to listen. Mrs. Singh's chair, and they're ready to listen. Last night I started to write a story. It's sort of squiggly, but here goes. Once upon a time there was a brother and a sister, and they loved to play soccer. I, soccer, you. Hi. One day they had an idea. And this is where we're going to pause for just a second. Remember what an idea was? An idea is when you have thought about what to do. So he thought about what he was doing in the story. One day they had an idea. They decided to play soccer on the beach. So they went to the beach and played soccer. I, soccer, you. There's those waves and the sand. I, soccer, you, sand, waves. Then they noticed something coming toward them in the water. Do you remember what that was? It was a shark, a real live shark. It was getting closer and closer, and it was getting bigger and bigger. And that's as far as I got. That's wonderful, says Mrs. Singh. What happens next? What about the shark? What about the brother and sister? I don't know. I'm stuck. Class, does anyone have an idea? Jake waves his hand in the air. I do. Maybe one of them kicks the ball and hits the shark in the head. Then maybe the shark bites the ball with his big pointy shark teeth. Aaliyah offers another idea. Remember, an offer means that you let someone have whatever it is that you're giving. Aaliyah is letting him have her idea or thought of what to do next. What if the shark's name is Squiggles? What if Squiggles is a vampire shark? What if she invites the brother and sister to ride on her back? And what if they become a vampire family and live forever? Vampires can't swim. Everyone knows that. Of course they can swim. Vampires can do anything. But it's my story, and I don't want vampires in my story. If I was writing a story, I'd have lots of vampires. Then you should write one. But I like yours. What does the boy think of Aaliyah's idea? Why? You can pause and answer that question. That night after dinner, I sit down beside my sister. Her face is buried in a book. I've been thinking about my story all day and I still don't know how to end it. Remember, you're the author. Remember what the author is? The person who writes the story. She says without looking up, you can do whatever you want. So I get my pencil and I start with a bunch of stars. Then I add a few exclamation marks. My sister told me exclamation marks make things exciting. She's right. It is exciting. I add a couple of slanty lines. What's going on? Asks my sister, looking up from her book. It's nighttime. The stars are out, the shark has gone away, and we decide to take a walk on the beach. That's when we discovered this giant rocket ship. That sounds cool. Then what happens? We hear a voice. It's counting down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Not yet, I say, adding one more squiggle. Just before the rocket blasts off, we spy a Martian looking out through the window. The Martian invites us to climb aboard. That's a great ending. Now I have an idea for my next story. It's going to be about a boy who climbs aboard a rocket ship and takes a trip to Mars. And I think I know just how to begin. And here is the beginning of his next story. So, if you were going to make up your own story, what would it be about? Remember, you don't have to be able to write the words. You could just write letters or make squiggles. It's your story. You can tell it. I would love to see some pictures of your own stories that you've made up with made-up characters and settings. Share them with me. I can't wait to see them. Have a great day. Bye.